Hi everybody, Nige back here again, and today I've got another inbox review for you, and today we're going to be looking at Arma Hobby's Hurricane Mark 1. Now, Arma Hobby have released some quite fantastic kits of the Hurricane, but this is their first release of the Mark 1. So this one, obviously it's Battle of Britain. Okay, on the back we've got December 1940, August, October 1940, right in the centre of the battle, and another one with summer 1942, which is an interesting scheme. It looks like it's grey and green rear, brown and green front, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. But this is their Mark 1 Hurricane, and within this one, let's see what we get. You get, obviously the model, you get 3 decals, and you get mast set for it as well. So what we'll do, I'll put your arm over it and we'll get cracking. So here we are, starting with the instructions. Normal booklet type for Arma Hobby. We've got a little bit of bump up there, and then we've got the sprue map, and as you can see there is 1, 2, 3 sprues plus the clear parts. We've got our decals and we've got our mast sets for the canopies. We've got our colours in Attacker, AK, Mr. Hobby, Ammo, Humbrol, Vallejo and Tamiya. So without further ado, we'll get cracking, and this one starts with the wheelbase. So we've got some bulkheads going together. We've got what looks like a hydraulic tank or something like that. It might even be, I don't think it's an oxygen tank, but it's some sort of tank. We've then got some more pipes and a floor of the cockpit going together. We then build up our seat with the decals before we move on to putting that bulkhead onto the lower wing. Okay, you need to cut out that bit for the gun camera. Then we mate up the wings together. Before then we start adding parts to the fuselage again. So not the fuselage, from the cockpit. As you can see, we've got the floor, and then we've got the framing, the tubular framing. We move on to adding the rudder pedals and another, looks like a strengthening bar that goes in there. We've got a control yoke. We've got another rear bulkhead with the seat that is attached to it. Some more tubes going into the wheel well. Side of the fuselage, instrument cluster. Before then we start looking at the, I think it's a transfer box for the propeller. So a lot of Hurricanes, from their prop, they used to leak a lot of oil. So this is just the oil skimmer. So that stopped the oil flying backwards into the pilot's windshield. We then join the fuselage halves together, removing parts if you want closed canopy. Then on to the belly radiator. We've got our lower tail going on. We have then got the horizontal stabilizers, the vertical stabilizer, wheels going on, and then we've got the main wheels down here. Before we then move on to adding the wheel legs, or the undercarriage legs with the doors. We've got some clear parts, another little chin sort of radiator, some pitot tubes. Before then we move on to adding the aerial and exhaust and all other odds and sods before we then put the actual canopy on. So option 1 is Squadron Leader Robert Stanford Tuck, number 257 Squadron, RAF 1940. We've then got Sergeant Joyce Franksy. So this, I would assume, is it a Polish one? Yeah, it's 303 Squadron, RAF, August to October 1943. So that's a Polish aircraft, or from the Polish squadron. And then we have It's not got a pilot name, but it's number 76 Squadron. RNAS Yolverton, summer 1942. You can see here, and the nose. Look, we've got some brown panel. That's a really interesting scheme. That I like that. Okay, on both sides. So that could make for an interesting. And the panels, look, the panels are all different. That's really cool. And even goes onto the wing, look. Wing got different markings. It says the right wing was most likely replaced, hence the smaller insignia on the bottom and a different paint scheme on the top of the wing. That's quite cool. And then we have number 4. I thought it said it was only 3 marking options. So number 4, we've got Squadron Leader Robert Stanford Tutt, number 257 Squadron, October 1940. So right at the end of the war. Okay. So that's the instruction manual. Right, so everything's all in one bag. So we'll just get it all out. We'll start off with the wing section. So you're not going to be able to pick up this, but this is covered in no end of really, let's see if I can get you into focus, really fine rivets. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that. Let's see if I can fetch the light in a little bit lower. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but they are super fine rivets on the main wings. What I like is on the leading edges, so where you're going to stand, they are all recessed, so you're not going to lose any of that detail on the wing. The rivets are so fine. The panel lines are absolutely gorgeous on this. Some smashing, brilliant, fantastic detail. And then we've got the ribbing for the actual undercarriage bay. Okay, but you're going to, well, not ribbing as such, that's going to be strengthening really, I would have thought. Yeah, that's probably strengthening because it's obviously the wheel bay is going to go there. The next sprue looks at some of the control surface. So we've got the tail section, we've got the instrument panel, we have the bulkhead, really fine detail on all this tubing, so you're going to have to be ever so careful. Some nice detail in this bulkhead of the wheel bay. It's even got the, I can't see where it is because I ain't got my optifiers on, but it's even got writing, and I believe, yeah, it says, just got it in the light, it says Dunlop on both sides of the wheels, which is brilliant. The exhaust will need drilling out if you so wish, because they're not drilled out, but that shouldn't take too long at all. Flip it over. Cockpit floor there, got a little bit of detail, but all the detail gets added to this by all these little bars. The undercarriage cover, door covers really nicely. Again, got some lovely root detail on there. Moving on to the fuselage. Okay, so again, some really fine root detail. You're not going to be able to see this. I can't even see it on here. I can only feel it. That's how fine that root detail is. Uber fine. The rear of the fuselage looks fantastic. It's even got the 2 strengthening bars on here, both sides. There's our oil ring, our 3 props, transfer case, our prop itself, our prop hubs, should I say. This bit there, that's the bit for the tropical version, so I can see a tropical box this coming out, which would be fantastic for Malta and over in Talbot. So next up is our clear parts. I can get them out of the thing. Not a hair, but a bit of plastic. But you can see again how fantastic those clear parts are. Really, really stunning. The decals are manufactured by TechMod, so I can't expect any issues with these at all. Harnesses, so I think the only thing this will need is some harnesses really for this model. And also we have our mast sheet for open and closed canopy. Wheels as well. So that's Arma Hobbies Hurricane Mark 1. What can I say? Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really delicate rivets, raised rivets, delicate panel lines. Absolutely, you know, this is one of the best kits I've seen for a long time, and I believe it got together quite well as well. So, you know, there's no issue with this whatsoever. This is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic kit. I can't remember what the retail, probably about £40, but that's the norm now for a top quality model kit nowadays. Gone are the days where you could go and pick up one for, you know, 15, 18 quid, unless it's the Ed Hard Weekend edition. But this is absolutely fantastic. Really, really is a cracking kit. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you next one. Bye for now.